lovely people, and welcome to Turn Up the Radio. I am Radio Rays, joined by my lovely co-host Hyperbolic.
Hey, hi, hello.
Yes, and we have a very special guest today. Tell us about yourself, sir.
Uh, Hello. My name is Kirbs, also Kirbs4115 on YouTube, and I basically just draw, animate, and make music, and that's basically all I do.
What kind of projects are you working on right now?
Yeah,
Oh, well, I'm glad you
yeah.
asked.
My
Um,
bad.
so first of all, I'm working on a lot of like short, stupid animations that are probably going to take forever to get finished because I forget about them, and also a little mod. I don't know if you ever
Oh
heard of it
my.
before.
A
It's
mod for what?
a mod for Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh
Oh,
no. Oh
Yeah,
no. Oh
yeah.
what's it
no. A
called?
hundred viewers
It
just
it
left
is
this.
it's called Curb Spansion. Pretty
That
Oh
is
my.
such a
cool.
creative and
Curb
innovative
suspension.
name, Curbs.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
original. How did you come up with it?
Well, I didn't come up with it, but when me and my friend James, shout outs to James, um,
Yo, James.
when we were making the name, we just took a bunch of words and then put like curbs in front of it. Um, and we just stuck with curb spansion. Other ideas included curb explosion and and curbs pack
Awesome.
and curbs
Curbs
pack.
pack.
Curbs back,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
curbs
Curb
pack.
explosion. Curb explosion is my favorite one. I think you
So,
should have
what
gone with
inspired
that.
you to start the project?
Well, me and James wanted to see how short we could make a mod. And it took around 2 days, but basically, it's my OC Melody, who is a moth, and boyfriend for Friday Night Funkin', and they're
Ooh.
just singing, right? So
Yeah.
James made all the music and charting in one day, and I did the rest in the next day. It was
Awesome.
pretty cool,
Awesome.
pretty
That's
cool.
Yes.
pretty fast, huh?
Yeah,
All right.
don't ask how long it's taking for the other update, but
So,
yeah,
Curbs, how long does it take you for the other update?
it's almost been a year. Yeah, it has.
I cannot wait for that update.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be awesome.
Seriously.
Thank you.
I heard a bit of the music for the new update. Um, tell us about the progress. Like, how
Oh,
close are you?
um, basically, okay, so almost all the music's done. We just have like one more song left to do. Um, Art is basically finished. I just need to do like a couple cutscenes,
Hmm.
and really, we've just been procrastinating a bit because we have a life. But
That is fair. That is fair.
yeah,
That is very
yeah,
fair.
uh-huh. But yeah, we're close. It's like a 95% completion.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So, yeah, you said you
Will
make
there?
music, right?
No.
How many songs did you do on it?
I made a one. I made a one song.
One. What song is that?
It's called Meowchi. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh, oh my.
Yeah.
I
It's
haven't
a
not heard
cat.
that.
You've not heard Meowchi? I will probably send it somewhere. But yeah, that's Curb Expansion.
Awesome. Um,
So, you
what
also. Oh,
what
sorry.
got you what got you started? You know, what made you like realize that drawing was your thing?
Birds, and I thought it was really, really cool. But basically, um I really got more serious into art only like a few years ago because of like FNF and stuff. But I mean, yeah, I don't like really know what to say. I just I've always liked drawing and I wanted to take it more seriously.
What are some of your biggest inspirations?
So, I'm sure you know Gooseworks, right? Gooseworks,
Oh yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
the director of Amazing Digital Circus.
Amazing.
I've always
Okay.
been a fan of them. I've really liked their stuff since like God, I don't know, 4-ish years ago. I've always really liked their stuff, and I also really like Gazoogaloo, the artist. I really like their stuff too,
Gazoogaloo. Oh my.
and also like
Tell us
Phantom
about
Arcade style.
Gazoogaloo.
Yeah,
I've never heard of them.
Gazoogaloo. Never heard of Gazoogaloo?
No.
Mm-mm.
They're this artist on Twitter, and they draw a lot of like. I really like their art style. They use like that pixel brush that I use all the time in my art.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
because I really liked the way it looked for theirs, and I also really like their character design, so I take a lot of inspiration from their stuff too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Um,
Yeah.
I I only heard I only heard of Gooseworks from the Amazing Digital Circus, but
Yeah, I know. It's
they're
not a huge
yeah,
surprise.
they're really good. They're a really good artists, and I definitely see some inspiration in your like style
Yeah,
and character
absolutely.
The
designs.
goofy eyes definitely
The goofy
takes
eyes for sure.
inspiration.
I love the
Yeah,
goofy eyes.
I also love Gooseworks' music. It's really good. I love their stuff.
awesome.
So yeah,
Yeah, so
that's
what
it.
is the
Mhm.
first work you've seen of Gooseworks and Gazoogaloo?
I think it was okay. So for Gooseworks, I think it was an animation that they made called Little Runmo. I don't know if you know what that is,
Oh,
but
I've
it's
never heard of
basic.
it.
Yeah, it's basically like it's like an animation of like a fake platformer game, and then the character falls into a pit, but they don't die, and it gets very weird. And I really liked how bizarre it was. I was like, I'm gonna watch their stuff, and I listened to a lot of their
Mhm.
music
Oh wait,
besides like Digital Circus.
is Gazookaloo like um that one channel you showed me that like does animations like you
You're
know
gonna
how
have to
you
be even
like
more
imagine
specific than
like
that.
do you know how you imagine like a music video in your head when you listen
Oh,
to a
that's
song?
Aim Kid. That's Aim Kid. I
Aim kid,
love
my
Aim Kid,
bad.
dude. Aim Kid is a really good animator. It's like whenever like like what you were just talking about when
Mm-hmm.
you imagine a music video in your head and it's like very weird and like
Mm-hmm.
just wacky. That's basically just their style, and I love it. I'm also very
For sure.
inspired by that. Thank you
Sick.
for reminding me. Gazoogaloo.
Yes.
I don't even know how to explain Gazoogaloo. You know that one like drawing that I did of like that random fox girl? That's a character by Gazoogaloo.
That
So
random fox girl.
yeah, I
Random
know.
Fox Girl.
You know how little that
That's
narrows it
I
down
do
with
know how
Kirbs
little
art.
that narrows it down, yeah.
Yeah, we'll likely
Yeah.
display that on screen in the actual things.
Yeah.
They'll know
Yeah.
what we're talking
We'll
about.
pop it up. We'll pop it up on screen here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be
Um,
me doing that.
I guess what are your like long-term goals?
Release
Musically,
her
music, art,
expansion
really
first of
anything.
all.
All right.
So, what are your
Um,
plans after Kirbs4115?
well, I want to make a short film or something like that.
Oh,
Okay. That's fun.
Yeah.
do you have
I
any
re-
concepts for it yet?
no, but I think I have a rough idea of how I want the style to be at least. Um, I'll get there when I get there. I always procrastinate on it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
But I also want to do an album of some sorts too
Oh yeah.
because I like making music.
Mm-hmm.
It's
No, that
fun.
would be fun. Do you have a theme in
Yeah.
mind?
I'm basically just like copying Snail's House all the time, so I feel like it would be something around the lines of that, of Snail's House music.
You know, in the great words of Dean DeMarzo, it's okay to steal.
Hey to steal.
Ah yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, basically
He's
everything that I
also.
make is just Snail's House.
What would you say you like most about the drawing process, music process, anything?
Okay, so for drawing, it's I really like doing line work because
Oh,
I
okay.
I love having a sketchy, messy sort of style with like the line art anyways and like the coloring because I just think
Mm-hmm.
it looks really neat and that's always like inspired by like old like PS2-ish games where they have like a ton of personality and stuff like that. I take a lot of inspiration from that stuff because I love that style so much.
Yeah, I could definitely see the influence of that. I think it looks really cool too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Um.
So, what made you realize you wanted to make music too?
Okay, so I I used to binge watch like a ton of videos of people doing like music challenges and stuff. And I was like, "Oh, that looks fun. I'm
Mhm.
going to do that." So, of course, as any reasonable human did, I downloaded FL Studio
Fun.
and
Oh boy.
decided to I decided to make the worst song known to man. I wish I still had it, but it's really bad.
The story begins.
We'll start
Yeah.
off bad. It's okay.
Yeah, thank I
um,
it sucks.
I guess what like piggybacking off my last question, what would you say you like least about like music and drawing and stuff?
For drawing, it's trying to find specific references and trying to find stuff that'll fit, and then also trying to get the idea that you have in your head onto the canvas. That is always the hardest part. But for music, it's just trying to figure out where to start with, because basically every hour of the day I just open up FL Studio and just look at it and be like, what do I want to make? Why do I even have this open? And then one out of 80 times I will actually make something that'll continue.
No, that is honestly me with anything I do. I
Yeah.
kind of just yeah, I kind of just sit there until something comes, and then like either that or I just throw shit at the wall and hope it sticks.
Oh yeah, same thing. Same thing.
But one of these times it will,
Yeah, it takes a while to get something that you're happy with.
um,
Yes.
what is the project you're most proud of that you've released so far?
I probably curve expansion, and it's really the oh my god, I cannot speak right now. The version that's out right now is like very outdated, because the new stuff I'm really proud of, especially the music that James made. Very fire. It's very good, and I'm happy that that's has something to do with my work. So it makes me
For
happy.
sure, for
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
sure.
is James the main musician for that project?
Oh yeah, he's so much better than me at like all of it. So I let him go wild because he loves making music for it. So I just let him do whatever. And I actually do some stuff, but it's not a whole lot of the stuff that I did is going to be in this next update. But I'll do more stuff music-wise in the future, I think.
Right, so you said
Um,
you two started the project together, right?
Yeah, it was just actually no, and Caribou. Shout outs to Caribou too. It was just us three. In the second update, when that came out, we brought on Davey, who is my boy, and we also got Marble, and now
Marble,
Marble, yeah,
Marvel.
and now we have Soda, Yuri, and Coco. They're all
Coco.
they're all artists, and they're all very good artists at that. They're very
Would you
cool.
mind telling us their full like handles?
Okay, so Marble is Marble Daggers or Marble Insanity, whichever social media you try and find them on. Yuri is Yuri Chang. She's very cool. Davey is Dave Meister. He does a lot of cool stop motion stuff. Um, Soda is Soda Phantom. He's great. And then Coco is Coco Rush, one of the like most awesome artists I know. They're super cool.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her expansion interview.
And
Oh
we will
yeah.
be hoping to link them in the description or maybe at the end of the video, something like that.
For
Yes.
sure. I have a couple of those people actually. I either have scheduled or are planning to have scheduled to interview on this
Yeah, we
very
got a
podcast.
list,
So,
guys. And
oh
we check
yeah.
it twice. We are
Yeah.
Santa.
Oh yeah.
Be sure that they're naughty or nice.
No, like yeah, like an entire document just filled with potential interviews. It's gonna be a
We are
fun,
absolutely 100%
fun
serious on
podcast.
this document and have no other activities on it.
What are some of the biggest hurdles you've had to overcome in like drawing or music or anything really?
For music, it was getting good at it. I'm still trying to overcome that one. But basic for art, it was definitely just like trying to find the aesthetic or like vibe that my art style really had, because I didn't know what I was doing for the last like 2, 3-ish years, because I didn't know I had the art style. I just didn't know what to do with it. Um,
Mhm.
So in like 2022-ish, it was all just like soft palette colors and stuff. And I like that sort of thing, but nowadays it's more like experimental with like the PS2-esque style and like the rough sharp edges and stuff like that. And I find that a lot more fun to do anyways, and it also just looks more pleasing to me. So I think just the toughest thing to do is actually find my style, I guess, if that makes sense.
For sure.
So would you
Yeah.
say you found your style yet, or are you still experimenting?
I think I've found yeah, I think I found the right one for my style, the right aesthetic, if you will.
Mhm.
Because I find it really fun to make and I think it looks really cool. So I think it just works, and I'm also just proud of the stuff that turns out like that.
For
So
sure.
Yeah, it looks
How would you
awesome.
how would you
yeah.
describe your style?
Just like goofy and weird. I mean, it's not like Gooseworks level wacky, but it's like it's very the expressions are very like exaggerated. This is
I
like
drew it for a reason.
the main thing that I'm talking about. I I actually really like this, but it's very like experimental. I don't know if that's really the word, but it's very just expressive. It has a lot of personality, I think, and I think that's what I lacked a lot. Oh
Yeah, I
my
love the
god, dude!
animations.
Thank you. Do
Sorry.
you like the little curb guy squishing?
He's amazing.
I
I
know. I
love
spent
him.
so
Yeah.
long
I
on
want
it.
to put him in my pocket and carry him around.
That also leads me to say that I don't use like a real drawing program, I guess. I use a website called
Oh, you
Aggie.
use him. You use like Aggie or Magma, right?
I use Aggie and Magma.
Aggie. Right.
I
Yeah, that's
use
what I use. That's what I use too. Yeah.
I interchange between the two. It's definitely not like the most best kind of thing to use for drawing because you can't even like fade in colors and stuff like that. But
That's true. Yeah.
I think the limitations it gives me more of like a challenge, and
Hmm.
it makes me like think harder, especially
Yeah.
shading wise. You'll see in a
Hmm.
lot of my art that I mess with the shading technique a lot.
Hmm.
Um, and for this one, it's I just like scribbled in the areas that I wanted to shade, and I thought it looked cool, so I
For
just
sure.
Yeah,
kept with
it's
it.
kind of
Yeah.
like a halftone or a cross hatching, if that's the
Yeah,
word I'm looking for.
I think you got it right. Yeah, cross
Halftone
hatching.
across.
It's one
Hold
of
on.
those two.
Let me
I'm an
pull it up.
I'm an artist,
I
guys. I
don't
know what
have
I'm
it pulled
talking
up.
about.
My phone is over here. Hold on. Oh,
I think it's basically cross hatching, but it's just
Yeah,
going one direction instead of two. I think.
okay.
I'd say like a halftone kind of.
I wouldn't say it's a halftone, is it?
No,
More cross hatching.
yeah, more cross hatching.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
totally know what I'm talking about, guys.
No. Well, is it cross hatching or just hatching? Because like cross hatching is like the you
Uh
like
oh, it's just hatching then. I forgot
yeah.
that just actual hatching exists and not just cross
Me
hatching.
too.
Yeah, no, it's hatching. Then there's stuff like this one where it's like blocks of colors around the character because I thought it looked cool, and I
Oh
thought
yeah.
that the shading technique was fun. I
Yeah,
like
it's,
to
Hmm.
mess around with coloring techniques a lot.
yeah, it's a style you kind of see in like hyperpop and stuff like that, and I love seeing it.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
But no, like hatching and cross hatching, those sort of like shading styles are like two of my favorites, dude.
They're awesome.
Hatching
Seriously.
so much, especially when it like mixes with the actual shading. I love that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, what kind of techniques do you put in your music?
Um, basically every Snail's House song they use that chromatic dissension, and I use that in a lot of my music.
Snail's
Um,
House 2.
I
Okay.
literally just Snail's House too. But I
Electric
also
Boogaloo.
yeah, I also like repeating the chorus at the end and then but just like switching the key up. I think that's very fun too. I think I
Hmm.
also make it halftime when I do that as well. Um, it's just fun stuff like that because
Oh, knows all the techniques.
no, I don't. I like repeating choruses that I'm proud of, and so whenever I repeat it for like the third time, I like to switch it up a bit so it's not boring. Um, and I find that
It's
very
fun.
fun. I find that very fun.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, what kind of
Um.
advice would you give a beginner musician or an artist?
For artists, just keep drawing and take inspiration from people. I promise you, it's not cheating. It's just how you get better. And same thing with music, really. Um, just copy stuff, and you'll learn a lot from it. Especially like what Dean says is by like recreating songs by ear. That is super helpful. I'm telling you. Okay, so this one I copied an artist like line art style because I think
Yeah.
coloring line art really helps a drawing pop. I think here I'll show you which artist I'm talking about. I love their line art style so much.
Oh, I've seen this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Robin from
Oh
Kirbs4115.
my, suspension.
The Robin
Yeah.
Kirbs expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really took inspiration from like their line art style because they like to use a lot of different
Oh.
colors for their line
Yeah.
art alone, and I thought that looked really cool, so I did it for that one.
Yeah.
And the artists themselves said I pretty much nailed it, so that's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll be sure to pull that up, pull the artist up on the screen here.
Yeah, they're like 14 years old. I don't know how they do it.
Really?
Mad lad.
Yeah, I'm not even
What?
kidding.
You
Yeah.
gotta be joking, really?
No, I'm not even kidding you. That's like actually that's true. That's true.
Dude, where can we find a lot of your stuff?
Okay, so for music stuff, I pretty much post all of that onto YouTube. Kirbs4115, if you will.
Oh
Um,
my.
I post a lot of music stuff. I did a remix of an LG ringtone before, so that's pretty cool. And for art, it's pretty much all on Twitter, which is also Kirbs4115 if you want to look at that. Um, I also just don't take anything seriously on any platform, so don't expect that from me. um,
Fair enough.
but yeah, I don't really use much other social medias, I think. I have Instagram. I actually post more art on there. You'll never
Mhm.
believe what my Instagram username is.
Is
Say,
it
would it
Kirbs
happen
four
to
one
be
one five?
Curbs 4115?
How did you know?
So, Kirbs four one
It
one
was just
five.
a
No!
wild guess.
You are not Nardwar. Oh my god. Introducing you to Nardwar was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. God. But
Perish.
yeah, perish. Gone with you.
What are some songs you're not as proud of?
Songs that I'm not as proud of. Let me take a look see here. Let me take a look at my catalog, if you will.
And while you're at it, maybe we can look at the art too.
I
The
can look
ones a
at my.
little bit earlier on the art journey, perhaps.
Oh, sure. I'd love to. Let me see if I can find the Chuck drawing that I made at 2 years old.
Chuck.
It's gonna be peak.
Dude, it's so awesome. I gave him a beak and a mouth.
Yeah, yo.
It's really cool.
I am sure. Totally not nightmare fuel or anything.
Absolutely. Now I gotta find it because it's not in my files or anything.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. This guy.
Man. Okay, I'll just find something that's actually in my files because I have folders ranging from 2021 to 2023.
Imagine organizing your files. That couldn't be me.
I used to not have it organized, so it was just like an actual good drawing and then the worst thing ever right next to it. Um these all suck. I hate these. Um it's like really embarrassing to look at, but it's fine. It's okay.
It's fine. It's good to keep that stuff because you get to look back and see
Oh yeah,
like
I
how much you've
keep like
improved, you know?
every drawing
Yeah.
that I make ever.
It's like whenever you doubt how good you are, you look at your old stuff and go, okay, we're better now.
Hey,
No,
yeah,
it's
we
like
we got better.
it's like instead of looking up at how much you have to go to get to the peak of the mountain, you look down and see how much progress you've made. You know?
Yeah,
It's sort of that.
it's like Celeste but drawings.
It's
True.
Yeah, bro. God, you're such a nerd. Anyway.
Says
Says
you.
dude.
We had the same response.
This guy.
I can't
here's
believe this man did.
here's two pictures of Jay. It's pretty cool. I can hear my voice in one of your guys' microphones, and it's killing
I'm sorry,
me.
that might be me.
Take a look at the difference, guys.
Yeah, the improvement is crazy. When did you make the first one?
Oh God, let me check the date. I usually date these things, but I didn't because this was 2021, so I was like mentally too.
Was so
Mentally
ashamed
too,
that the
okay.
art didn't even put a date on it.
I probably was even back then. Properties. Oh, this was August 19th of
Gosh.
2021.
This was 2021.
I see.
Okay, what about the second one?
That second one has
Well,
the date on it. It
yeah,
was
the
December
date is
23rd
December
of last
23rd,
year.
22.
Does it?
Yeah, so it was
No,
like
it
almost
doesn't.
a year ago.
Oh, yes, it does. I can't read. Okay.
Evidently.
Yeah, that is some crazy improvement in like
Yeah.
a year. That is.
This
Yeah, like
one's
you
more
can see
recent.
both improvement in like
Oh,
the
yes.
line art
I love
and like
this one.
the actual character design aspect.
Mm-hmm.
This one's on paper, but I don't have any like digital drawings of Jay recently. So you get this one of her stepping on Spirit. Very cool.
Yeah, no. That is some crazy improvement.
Yeah, I
for a
love the
year.
expressiveness with the facial expression.
Oh, I love facial expressions so much.
Mm-hmm.
I love just like exaggerating them so much.
Yeah, meanwhile me, I just put my character on drugs and call it a day.
Oh yeah, it's same. Actually, no, this guy looks like he's on drugs.
And
Same
actually,
thing.
for the person
Get the
watching,
big ass ears out of the fucking caption.
if you
man.
see
Come
my
on now.
stand-in, you'll understand. Most of my characters look like that now.
I think you just are on drugs most of the time.
Well, no, I would never.
Not
She's
believe
very
this.
innocent, folks.
Yes, yes.
Yes, indeed.
Especially with Kirbs, I like to give him like 0 IQ facial expressions because he just has nothing going on in his mind.
That's great. That's great.
I love it. Oh my god. Sorry, there's a light on my fan and it keeps like flickering on and off, and it's been doing this for like the last 2 days. And just turn it off already if you're gonna do that. Please.
Bro,
You're gonna give me like a seizure.
The world is out to
Bro's
distract
like
you
arguing
today.
with his fan right now.
Dude, those lamps have not been changed in like 10 years. They're holding on for dear life.
Kirbs, I could tell you're really not a fan of that.
Ah, it's a joke.
Get
It's
out
a
of here.
I'll take my
Get
leave
outta
now.
here. Get out of here.
I'm the new
Okay.
co-host.
So Kirbs, what are some of the artworks that you are most proud of?
Ooh, I'll show you one that is recent and I really like. Hold on. Let me find it. Where is it? Ah, here it
In
is.
the background. Okay.
I really like this one.
Oh yeah, I really like that one too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Did you do like the Jasper on paper and then just like
It was
take a picture of
it was all digital. I just put like a filter over it.
Oh.
You know, Kirbs,
Here.
I will say, I was actually inspired to draw Zircon, the edgy rival of Jasper, in a similar
Yeah.
style, and I failed so badly. So I
It's
did want to ask you, like,
it's
what did
it's
you
kind
do?
of hard to replicate, but basically
I know.
I just drew Jasper as he is. I drew him a little edgier though because this is inspired. Oh god, I'm going to have to see if I could find the drawing that I was inspired by because I know it was inspired by something on Twitter. I have it liked somewhere. I'll try and find it. But um I gave him a lot more sharper edges because it's supposed to represent like the PS2 era of video games. And I drew the thing, obviously. I gave it sort of like messier line art, I think. And I also think the outline of the character has a thicker outline. But then I put like an overlay around them that's just like crumpled paper because I just thought that looked cool. And then what did I even do for the background? I just took a picture of a city and just put like a billion effects over it, and I called it a day.
Yeah, I think it looks really nice. Kind of has like
My
a
bad.
collage style to it almost.
Yeah, thank you. In
Yeah,
the back.
true, dude. My
Maybe I'll
bad.
try it out myself sometime.
Fun. It's a very fun style to try and
Perhaps the Twitter will see that
do.
one day.
For
Twitter.
sure.
Twitter.
The Twitter.com.
Twitter.com.
Looking at the J Blue drawing from 2021 just reminded me of the project we were doing, like,
Project.
almost like a year ago. Uh, what's it called? Fuck, Funkin' Road Guide. That's it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah,
Oh
so what
yeah.
happened with that one? Would you like to tell us about it, Mr. Kurtz?
Yeah.
Oh boy, would I love to. Well, Bunkin Road Guide was a mod directed by Radio Reyes.
Radio Reyes, that's me.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
that's oh yeah, I'm sorry, that's me actually. I
Yeah,
pitched
exactly.
the mod to myself, but basically,
True.
I sent like a Lua script of FNF in the LDE server. And he was like, "Wowee, please join my mod XD," and I said, "Okay."
God, I used XD. Okay.
Then I joined the mod, and it was actually a really fun time. It was the first mod that I worked on. My art sucked, but it's fine. And then basically, what just happened is that somebody joined the team, and then it all went to crap because it tried to be way bigger than it should have been, and then it got canceled. But it's fine.
Yes. The time ever. For sure. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For context, it was a Friday Night Funkin' mod. Another 100 viewers just left there.
Yeah.
We had 100 viewers? Wow, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. Immediately out
That's
of
We
the
just like
had
a
gate.
sick.
millions.
Yeah. 5 billion people.
We're going to have negative viewers at this point. Like,
Oh yeah. I mean, especially since it's on radio's channel.
oh
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
I
As you
also.
know, I am the most popular creator on this platform.
You are, man. I also
Absolutely.
I also sent more art of like that collage style. If you didn't see that
Oh yeah,
already.
I saw
Oh
that.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
I
Yes,
love
yes.
the cutouts, sort of like paper style here.
I love doing that style so much because it's really easy. Oh, also this one. I thought this one
Mm-hmm.
was neat. But
Oh,
yeah,
is that the sound the alarm art, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
For context, this is the OST, the OST art for a game jam that I and Kirbs and James and other people participated in
yeah.
early this year,
Yes, sir.
2023. 2024 for you guys, probably. But
I wouldn't doubt it.
you know, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Um, I will probably link that OST in the description. Yay. What's
awesome.
this one you sent here?
I made a concept of a bad guy, and then I was like, it'd be really cool if he was stuck in paper and the rest of the characters were stuck in the drawing tablet, right? So then
Yeah,
they fight. That's it. That's the story.
it's
uh,
all Friday Night
Yeah, I
Funkin',
think
dude.
that's a really cool
it's all
concept though.
FNF.
I like
I
how it
think,
has a sort of 3D vibe to it.
yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, it's just a picture of my actual drawing tablet, and then I just pasted the. I actually drew the paper dude on paper, and I just took a picture and then cut out everything, and then just put it on here.
Yeah, because I
Very
can see
fun.
that because of the like little bit of shading on it.
Yeah.
Shadow. Shadow's the word I was looking for.
Shading.
The shading you
The
can't do that
artist
on.
brain
Artist's
rot is so
curse.
bad I
I
can't even look
know.
at real life anymore.
You can't do shading on digital art as we know. It's only on on
Only
physical.
on paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Easy.
God, I need to touch grass.
This was another art style that I wanted to experiment with. That's Windows 98 background. It's Windows
Oh
98.
yeah, that one.
And I made a little character. His name is Hacks, and basically he just takes over the entire computer because somebody was trying to get their files back on their Windows 98 with a flash drive. They accidentally left FNF in the flash drive, and then the program
Idiot.
got took. Oh yeah, exactly. That guy's an idiot. And then the program got took over, and because there was a virus on the computer originally, and it took over like the logo for FNF, and then they turned it into their body.
Something something fatal error.
Fatal error, but silly, basically. That's about
Yeah.
all I got, I think.
All right. But yes, this has been Turn Up the Radio with me, Radio Rays, my lovely co-host Hyperbolic, and Kirbs4115. It's
Hi.
been great having you. Um, great, great, like first interview, I think. We learned a
Went
lot
wrong.
about you and what you do and your style. Are there any extra things you want to talk about?
Expansion, I think. I think you should do that.
Expansion.
That's
Oh
it's
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. Where can we find that? Where can we find that?
In Banana, or you can go on my YouTube
Team
channel.
Banana.
I could go on my You can go on my
Whoa.
YouTube channel. I have a showcase of it. It's pretty
What
cool.
is your YouTube channel?
4115.
Yo, yo. But yeah, we will see you all next month. Next month we are interviewing Desico, aka Jumbo. That one's gonna be fun.
Josh.
Oh yeah,
And
they're a
we
really
hope
cool
to see
artist.
you. Yes, for sure. And we hope to see you all there for that one. But yes, this has been Turn Up the Radio, and we'll see you next time.